Yes.
And you want to feel, really confident, handling like everyday situation, ordering food, getting around, like all that kind of stuff. And you sent us this English survival phrases course from English Class 101.
Yeah.
Wow, it is packed
It really,
with useful stuff.
yeah, it covers so many different scenarios, from restaurants,
Yeah.
transportation, directions.
Even like emergencies.
Exactly. It's really smart how this course focuses on like functional language,
Oh, yeah.
the kind of English you actually need to like get things done.
Right. I got to say, like some of these phrases are so specific,
Mm-hmm.
I never would thought to use them.
Right.
Like asking for a plus size clothing section.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I mean, I never would have thought to ask that.
Absolutely. It's about like anticipating those little moments that could trip you up
Right.
and giving you the tools to, communicate your needs clearly.
So,
Let's start with a scenario that's almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Restaurant.
okay, so I've just landed.
Okay.
I'm starving.
That-
Walk me through it.
All right.
What's the first phrase I need?
Well, you'll want to get a menu, right?
Yeah.
The course recommends a simple and polite, "Can I get a menu, please?"
Can I get a menu, please?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Now, let's say I've finished my meal and I'm ready to pay.
Okay.
What's the best way to ask for the check?
You can say, "Excuse me, can I get the check, please?"
Okay.
Again, politeness goes a long way.
Speaking of the check, what about tipping?
Yes.
I've heard that's a big deal in the U.S.
It is. Tipping is customary for good service, usually around 15–20% of the bill.
Okay.
It's a way to show your appreciation.
Interesting. Okay, so I've mastered ordering and paying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if I'm with a group?
Okay.
Is there a specific phrase to use?
Absolutely. The course suggests how many people in your party.
Okay.
Simple and efficient.
How many people in your party? And if you're dining solo, a simple for one will do.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident about restaurants now.
Right?
But let's talk about getting around. Why do I want to take the bus?
Okay. Buses are a great way to explore many U.S. cities.
Mhm.
The course covers this in detail, focusing on buying tickets.
Okay.
You'll want to be clear about whether you need a one-way
Right.
or a return ticket to your destination.
So something like one-way ticket to destination, please,
Yes.
or return ticket to destination, please.
Exactly.
Makes sense. What about trains? Is it the same process?
Pretty much. The course recommends a similar approach.
Okay.
Excuse me, a ticket to destination, please.
Got it.
Clear, concise, and easy to remember.
And for taxis,
Yeah.
I remember seeing a phrase about making sure the driver drops me off at the exact right spot.
Yes.
Something about drop me off here.
You're right.
Could you drop me off here? Is a great way to ensure precise navigation.
Okay.
And here's a pro tip.
Okay.
Before you even get in a taxi or bus.
Asking how long does it take to get to can be super helpful for planning your day.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, so I'm navigating transportation like a pro,
Mm-hmm.
but what about those moments when I need help?
Okay.
Maybe I'm lost or need to find something specific.
Those situations can feel, a bit stressful.
Right.
But the course has you covered.
Okay,
For basic needs, try, is there a drugstore ATM near here?
that's a good one. Especially if you need cash
Yes.
or essentials in a pinch.
Right.
But what if I need something a little more unusual?
Well, the course suggests, excuse me, could
Yep.
you tell me where I can find a payphone tobacco shop?
Okay.
While these might be less common nowadays,
Yeah.
it's good to have those phrases just in case.
Right. And of course, we can't forget those emergency phrases.
Yes,
Help, fire, police.
absolutely.
It's crucial to know how to say these in any language.
And remember, those are for true emergencies only.
Right.
Now, we've covered restaurants and transportation, even asking for help.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many situations this course anticipates.
Yeah.
But what about something like checking into my hotel?
Oh, yeah.
What are some key phrases for that?
Yeah. What are those?
Well, checking into a hotel is another,
Right.
key scenario. The course tackles provides phrases like, I have a reservation.
Yeah.
And questions like, what time is checkout?
Right.
To make that process smooth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I've checked in. I'm ready to explore.
Okay.
And of course, I want to capture those, travel memories.
Of course.
How do I ask someone to take a photo?
The course recommends a polite, do you mind taking our picture?
Okay.
It's a simple way to engage with locals
Yeah.
and get those vacation shots without any awkwardness.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get a bit shy about asking,
Right.
but a phrase like that makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Now, back to food for a second.
Okay.
What if I have dietary needs?
Mhm.
Or I'm just not sure how to eat something?
That's where those specific phrases really shine. I am vegetarian, and does this have meat? Are great for clear communication about your dietary needs.
Right.
And how do you eat this?
Right.
That one's a fun way to embrace unfamiliar dishes
Right.
and show a genuine interest in the local cuisine.
It's like a little cultural exchange. Yeah, I did the dinner table. Yeah. Okay, I'm loving all these phrases, but I have to admit, I'm also a little worried about those moments
Right.
when I just don't understand something.
Don't worry, the course has strategies for that too.
Okay.
Even simple phrases like, can you repeat that please? Or
Okay.
can you write it down please? Can be super helpful.
It's amazing how those little phrases demonstrate effort and respect.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not fluent, showing that I'm trying goes a long way.
Exactly. And sometimes seeing something written down can really make it click.
Right.
So,
Okay, we've covered so much ground. Restaurants, transportation,
yeah.
asking for help, even cultural nuances.
Mm-hmm.
What else can our listener expect to find in this course?
Well, we've talked about the importance of being prepared for various situations,
Right?
but there's one area that's absolutely essential for any traveler.
Numbers and currency.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because nothing throws a wrench in your travel plans.
Yeah.
Like not understanding prices or being able to count out the correct change.
Exactly.
I can definitely see how that could get stressful.
Yeah, that's where those seemingly basic lessons on numbers and currency become invaluable.
So where does the course start with this?
Okay.
Does it jump right into dollars and cents?
It actually begins with the foundation, counting from 1 to 100.
Okay.
This might seem simple,
Right.
but it's incredibly useful for so many things.
Like what?
Shopping, paying,
Yeah.
even understanding bus or train announcements.
That makes sense. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
So if I want to buy, let's say, 6 t-shirts,
Good.
I could confidently say, can I get 6 t-shirts, please?
Exactly. Once you have that foundation,
Okay.
the course dives into American currency.
Teaching you how to handle dollars and cents.
Right.
It even covers some of those slang terms you might hear, like buck for a dollar.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So if I say that'll be $5,
Yeah.
I'm not actually talking about 5 deer.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Though it would be pretty funny to see someone try to pay with a deer.
Right.
But seriously, understanding these slang terms can prevent misunderstandings and make you feel more comfortable in everyday transactions.
Okay, that's good to know. I wouldn't want to accidentally call a $100 bill a buck.
Right.
Speaking of money, what about bargaining?
Oh, yeah.
That's something the course covers.
It does. It provides phrases for politely asking for a lower price.
Okay,
Like, can you lower the price a little?
go.
Or you could even make a specific offer. I'll give you $50 for it.
So it's about being respectful but also savvy. I like that.
All right.
Now, we've been talking about a lot of classic travel scenarios, but what about those things that might not be on everyone's radar? Like, what if I need to use an internet cafe or buy a phone card?
Those are great examples. Even in our hyper-connected world,
Right.
sometimes you need a reliable internet connection
Yeah.
or a way to make local calls.
Right.
The course anticipates these needs too.
Okay.
It teaches you how to navigate an internet cafe
Okay.
with phrases like, excuse me, how much is it per hour?
Okay.
And it covers buying phone cards and SIM cards, essential if you need to stay connected while traveling.
It's incredible how this course seems to cover every possible situation.
Right.
It's like a crash course in navigating daily life in the U.S.
It really is. But we're not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's more.
There are even more unique situations the course addresses.
Okay.
For instance, sending mail at the post office or exchanging currency.
Sending mail. In this day and age, I never would have thought of that.
Yeah,
But I guess postcards are still a thing.
they are. And the course gives you the phrases you need.
Like, I would like to send this postcard to destination.
Okay.
It also walks you through currency exchange
Right.
with helpful tips like asking for smaller bills
Okay.
or asking, could you break this?
Okay, this is getting seriously impressive. I'm starting to think this course really has thought of everything. But one thing that comes to mind,
Okay.
what about entertainment?
Okay.
I'd love to catch a show or concert while I'm in the U.S.
Of course. The course has got you covered there too.
Really?
It provides the vocabulary you need to buy tickets for shows, concerts,
Okay.
and other events.
Okay.
You can simply say 1 ticket, please, or 2 tickets, please. That
Okay.
easy.
This is amazing.
Right.
It's like they've compiled a survival guide for every aspect of travel.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, what if I need information or assistance,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure if the person speaks my language?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
And the course addresses that too.
Okay.
It teaches you how to ask if someone speaks a specific language,
Ah.
like Spanish, French, or German.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
But what if they don't?
Right.
What's my next move? What's my next move if they don't speak my language?
Well, that's where those simple phrases like, I don't understand,
Right.
or what does this mean, come in handy.
Yeah.
The course highlights these as like go-tos for those moments when you need a little clarification.
Okay, that seems manageable.
Yeah.
But what if I need something more complex
Okay.
than a simple translation? Like,
Yeah.
what if I need directions
Right.
or like a longer explanation?
Yeah, that's where things can get tricky.
Right.
But the course offers some strategies for these situations.
Okay.
You can ask someone to write it down
Okay.
or even to pronounce something for you.
Okay.
And don't underestimate the power of body language.
Yeah.
Sometimes a simple point or gesture can go a long way in getting your message across.
It's amazing how much communication happens beyond words.
Absolutely.
I've definitely relied on a lot of pointing and gesturing in my travels. So we've talked about numbers and currency,
Mm-hmm.
even those what-if situations.
Right.
Is there anything else this course covers?
Well, we've covered a lot of the essential scenarios,
Right.
but there are a few more gems in this course that are worth mentioning.
Okay.
For example,
Yeah.
imagine you're at a museum or historical site,
Good.
and you'd love to have some information in your native language.
Right.
The course teaches you how to ask for an information guide in English, French, German,
Oh, wow.
or other languages.
That's so thoughtful. It's those little details that can really make a trip special.
Yeah.
It shows that the creators of this course really thought about what would enhance the travel experience.
Right. And speaking of thoughtful details,
Okay.
let's talk about something that's important for any traveler. Medical assistance.
Okay.
The course prepares you for those just-in-case moments
Right.
with phrases for getting to a hospital, doctor, or pharmacy.
I'm really hoping I don't need to use those.
Right.
But it's definitely reassuring to know how to ask for help if something unexpected happens.
Absolutely.
But what about explaining how I'm feeling?
Yeah,
That seems like it would be tricky in another language.
absolutely. That's why the course includes a section
Up.
on expressing symptoms like a headache,
All right.
stomach ache, or even a cold.
This course really is comprehensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear that they put a lot of thought into anticipating the needs of travelers.
It's all about giving you the tools to communicate
Right.
effectively and confidently, no matter what comes your way.
Yeah.
But beyond the practical phrases,
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the most valuable aspects of this course is the emphasis on cultural nuances.
You're right. We talked about tipping in restaurants,
Yes.
but I'm sure there are other customs that are important to be aware of.
Absolutely.
Knowing the why behind things can make a big difference.
Exactly. The course doesn't just give you the words.
Yeah.
It helps you understand the context behind them. For example, it addresses the question of smoking in restaurants,
Oh,
which can be very different in the U.S. compared to other countries.
right. It's so easy to unintentionally offend someone
Yes.
when you're not familiar with the local customs.
Yeah.
This course seems like it would be really helpful in avoiding those kinds of awkward situations.
Absolutely. It's not just about memorizing phrases.
Right.
It's about building cultural awareness and sensitivity.
Yeah.
And that's something that will enrich your travel experience far beyond just knowing how to order a meal or
Yeah.
ask for directions.
I love that. It's not just about surviving. It's about truly thriving
Right.
in a new environment.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with people and experiencing a culture on a deeper level.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And the best part is, this is just the beginning.
Right.
Language learning is an ongoing journey,
Mm-hmm.
and even a few basic phrases can open up a world of possibilities.
Absolutely.
It's been so much fun taking this deep dive into English survival phrases.
Yeah, me too.
You've given us a lot to think about,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel much more prepared to tackle those everyday interactions on my next trip to the U.S.
You've got this. Armed with these phrases,
Yeah.
be navigating everyday situations like a pro, and who knows,
Yeah.
maybe even striking up some meaningful conversations along the way.
Exactly. And to our listener out there, remember, language is all about connection.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to try. Even small attempts will be appreciated.
Now that you've got the basics down,
Yeah.
think about the specific situations you're most curious about.
Mm-hmm.
What other phrases would make you feel extra prepared?
Right.
Keep exploring and have an amazing trip.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.